This is Paint Society, the channel for the learners, right? Go for it.
Welcome back to another episode of Paint Society, the channel where the learning doesn't stop when the video ends. Today we have Jeremy's Mercedes E320 here. It's back for some more love. We're going to be tinting the clear portion on the taillights. I'm going to show you how to do it from your home garage. Let's take a look at the products we have. For this project, we're going to need only a few different types of products. So you're going to need your fine line tape if you're going to make it custom. You're going to need some sandpaper. This is 800 grit. Some tape, a microfiber. We have the Eastwood Clear Coat, 2K Clear Coat. We have some prep spray that's going to help clean it. This is solvent-based, some water-based cleaner, and we actually have a tint right here, which we'll use first. And then just a couple of friends to watch you while you work. Now, the idea here is to tint this portion and to get rid of this eyesore. He cannot find a replacement on this particular light that matches. So if we come over to the other side, you can see how nice it matches. And our job today is to tint this a little bit darker, re-clear the whole entire light. On this particular vehicle, we're gonna leave the lights in because, well, it is a Mercedes, and we know with Mercedes and older cars, if we take anything out, it's probably gonna break. So you should probably take it out if you're confident. That's gonna be the better way. We still have a little bit more work here to mask everything off, but it will still work. So I'm gonna show you the first step in cleaning. That's what we're gonna do right here. Solvent-based cleaner, okay? What is this gonna do? This is gonna remove any type of grease, oil from maybe Jeremy's working on the car and he has some oil that may have got on taillights because he touched it. This is gonna remove it, and we want it removed because we want the paint to stick and we don't want any fish eyes. So this is the most important thing. Clean it off first. Next up is our water-based cleaner. You can just use some spray-away glass cleaner. This is gonna remove oils from your hands. Let's say you had KFC for lunch, you had a great lunch, and while you go to touch your taillight, it's gonna leave oils that are contaminant. Well, in my case, I had Popeyes, which is much better than KFC, so we're gonna get all that Popeyes off of these taillights and get them ready to start sanding. Next up, we'll go ahead and tape it up because we're gonna be sanding now. We don't wanna get any sand scratches on our paint. So now we have our K800 on our hand pad to make life easier, and all we're gonna do is scuff it up. With a little bit of guidance, you can get it done even quicker. After we sand it, let's use our spray-away glass cleaner just to give it a cleaning before we put down our tape. So now we're gonna use our fine line, and I'll link this in the description. There's this fine line and there's a vinyl. The vinyl works a little bit better. It kind of curves a little bit better, but we're gonna go on the outside, obviously, of the area that we would like to tint. And I'm gonna see, does my side look better than my buddy Jeremy? So I'm gonna do this side and he's gonna do the other side. He has zero experience with this and he's gonna have to live with it for as long as he has the car. And when you get to the end, it's kind of a little bit tough. So you're probably gonna have to use two pieces to join it, and that's fine. You can kind of just let this hang. Like I said, with the blue, you'd probably be able to do a nice curve, but sometimes it just ends up lifting. So we'll go ahead and tape this all down when we're done. But it's my buddy's turn.
All right, so what you're gonna want to do is get in there with thin tape, make yourself a line right approximately there, right there. See what I'm saying? This just shows you that even if you're an amateur, you can do some quality work if you take your time. Brian's over there showboating. Well, realistically, I don't think his light's gonna look any better than mine, even with no experience. But what I lack in experience, I make up for in drive. You'll see this tail light's really gonna be something I can show my mama.
So Jeremy called in the reinforcements for this little edge here. It's a little bit tough to do the curve, but
it's not so much that I couldn't do it myself. I just wanted it to be consistently improperly done on both sides.
All right, there's some chatter coming through the speakers. Don't mind it.
White noise.
Then we're gonna tape this off with some 1/2-inch tape. It's gonna help keep that fine line down.
Oh, it's the finest line.
It's gonna wanna peel on you. So especially with the humidity. All right, boy. All right. We're gonna go ahead and just put some masking paper in the areas where we obviously don't want the tint. So this one's a little bit lighter, and it's the main problem, right? Because it doesn't match. So our thought process is to put like one and a half coats on here just to get it the same shade as the other ones. Now there's two types of tint you can get. There's one that's the nightshades that, well, Jeremy doesn't like because he says it kind of turns purple. We're not sure if this one's gonna turn purple either, but we're gonna give it a try. While I'm shaking it, guys, don't forget to check out the merch, Paint Society, new merch, paint.societystore.com. If you want to look this good, pick up a shirt. So we're just gonna go light. We'll let that dry for a few minutes. And after that second coat, we'll pull it off and check it. And it looks similar. So at this point, we're gonna do both together. I think it's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna look much better. And we're going with a little darker style here. So as we start to tint both, you'll start to see the color change. More color coats mean darker. Now going back to my side, we're gonna start the tint process now. It's very important to note that we don't wanna go too dark because these are your lights. You still wanna be able to see them. We're just going for a little bit of style.
We're trying to mimic the AMG style.
AMG style. And that darkened it up a little bit. I think 2 more total coats. We'll do it right now and we'll check it out. And a few minutes later, we're ready to recoat this side. And then over here. After 15-20 minutes, we're gonna take off the plastic masking. We'll mask up the car in plastic with the clear coat because that stuff just gets everywhere. With this stuff, you can do just a little bit of masking around the taillight. How's it looking over there?
Looks good.
Well, we want it just a little bit of a light coat. Oh, it actually has a good contrast.
Super good.
Yeah, not too bad.
Looks awesome, actually.
Yeah, yeah. With all the lines, if you don't have a perfect tape edge,
You will see it.
you can't really tell once a clear hits it. Nice. Looks perfect. All right, let's put some plastic on here. Let's clear it, and they're gonna look really good. Tape up. Good catch.
Don't blame me for your stuttering. I'm trying to help you out.
So once your plastic's on, then we're gonna take just a razor blade, and you're just gonna cut out where the tape is that we originally put down, and then we'll tape it to the car. Hey Jeremy, I'm gonna throw you this razor blade. You're gonna catch it, okay? We want to allow this to dry for a good 25 minutes before we apply our clear coat. Now this is 2K clear coat, and this is the Eastwood brand. And the way this works is it has the catalyst inside. So this little stem right here is gonna puncture a little baggie inside, and then the catalyst
releases the hardener.
Releases the hardener, yeah. And then they mix together.
Like a traditional.
Just like a traditional clear coat. Now this is not like the best glamour clear coat you've ever seen, but
Gets the job done, and you can do it at your house.
yeah, and this is much better than any Rust-Oleum clear coat or regular clear coat.
Regular single rattle can stuff.
This is the best clear coat in a can you could buy.
Period. Bar none.
Bar none. Wear a mask.
With a clear coat?
Wear a mask.
Highly toxic.
Highly. But I'm toxic too.
Unless you want the inside of your lungs looking shiny, you wear it.
No. The coat will look good. About 5 to 7 minutes later, we're gonna go with our second coat. We're gonna do 3 coats. On the third coat, we're gonna wait a little bit longer, maybe like 15 minutes, because we want all that solvents to come out. Remember, this is a real clear coat. been about 30 minutes, and if we touch the tape, it's good to go. It's not fully cured, but enough to unmask, and then we can pull it outside and it can finish its final baking. It's easier this since we left it on the car.
Yep.
All done. You don't have to worry about anything breaking.
Tape. Man once told me don't overthink things. Just send it.
All right.
It's a rear-facing seat 7.
I didn't like this car until I saw this really cool gadget. This is something out of 007. A reverse seat. How safe is this?
So this was the first iteration of the first rear-facing collision avoidance system, where you'd have a couple of kids sitting in the back screaming at you, "Hey Dad, we're gonna get nailed!"
Beats technology nowadays. Now it just slams on the brakes for you.
Yeah, it does. It's
Yeah.
jarring, really. In 3, 2, 1, you're up!
So it came out really good. Really happy with the outcome of our taillights and how we did everything in our own home garage. Now, all the products we use today will be linked in the description so you can do them on your own vehicle. Guys, if you want to support the channel, head over to the merch store, paint.societystore.com. Yes, we're in our own home garage. Also, don't forget our Instagram, paint.society. And guys, this is Brian from Paint Society and Jeremy right behind the camera, reminding you, don't overthink it. It's just paint. I'll see you guys in the next one.